It's 7:15, and probably close to like 20 degrees. Normally, I have a resistance to cold because Wisconsin, but not for cold like this. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So on the one hand, breakfast didn't have biscuits and gravy. That's a little annoying. But on the other hand, they had bagels. Yes! Today is Monday. It's the 23rd. We are staying in Leeds, so we don't get freezing cold because of Hernando. If you don't know, Hernando. If you're wondering why I'm motioning over there, the news is going on and they're talking about Hernando. It's a lot. Plus, we're feeling the 30-mile-an-hour winds down here. And if last night was cold, which it was, I know this for a fact, today will be even colder.
We rode near freezing temperatures yesterday, and obviously we aren't...
It was not fun, so we're going to stay here for a day longer. So on Tuesday it'll be warmed up, so that way we can head up to South Carolina by Wednesday, which reason for that timing is because South Carolina will in fact be freezing cold until Wednesday.
Our original schedule was to go up to South Carolina from Fort Valley, Georgia on Wednesday anyways, so we're kind of a little bit ahead of schedule. Taking off a day is not going to be a major issue. It's not mileage that we can't do in one day. So we're going to make up all the mileage tomorrow when it's a bit warmer. And then we'll go back on schedule Wednesday morning by going from Fort Valley to Florence, South Carolina. So today there's a couple other things we wanted to see in Leeds. There's a motorcycle museum. This again is Dad's influence showing up.
Yeah, okay, look, we're gonna be staying here and for an extra day, and I'm fine with it because I don't want to sit in the room and just go.
So we'll head to the museum, do the motorcycle museum, and there's a racetrack there and some other stuff around it, and then we'll be doing personal maintenance and maintenance on the motorcycles and that type of thing, just to kind of get caught up. There's some things that need to be done on the motorcycles. There's little quirks that I haven't seen from the motorcycles up to this point in time. We had the problems with the starting on the motorcycles. I asked Reddit, and Reddit's most popular opinion is that the valves need to be adjusted. Now that's a little bit of a concern because we hadn't had a problem with the motorcycles up to now, and if it's the valves, especially if the valves are tight, that's not necessarily a good thing, long term. But we won't be in a place where we can really adjust the valves until we get to Florida. So that's probably another 1,000 miles on these valves. That put the KLR at about 7,000 miles, which is not quite half of what you're supposed to. You're supposed to check the valves every 15,000 miles on the KLR.
However, mechanics, according to Google, would recommend twice that.
So every 7,500, which would.
And even then, that would be based on our pace. For some reason, the valves are looser than it should, and we don't know why.
If that's a normal maintenance item, not a big deal. I'm not that concerned about it, but we obviously want to get them checked and deal with it before it does become a problem. That's not something we can do while we're here, though. We're going to be doing other stuff. And then personal maintenance and that type of thing. We look like we've been on the road for a week.
That's a decent way to put it, I'd say.
I guess that's it for today. We'll pick up more video when we get to the museum.
Yeah.
All right.
So, bad news. The KLR won't start. Or I'm pretty sure it's because it's cold. We are going to wait it out, that means. What our original plan was, now I realize that we didn't actually have the plan recorded, was to go get stuff at Walmart. The only issue with that is that we need to be at a Walmart, and the only Walmart is more than a mile away, and the KLR won't start, meaning it's way too cold. The KLR temperature gauge thing says it's 27, so we might have a little bit of a problem, if you ask me. So yeah, that's how it's going so far. Yay. So, we're pretty sure that the problem with the KLR at the moment is that it's too cold. So we're going to, okay.
I'm gonna jump in here, and I shouldn't because I'm trying to get him to the point where he can do this without me. I'm sorry.
Guilty.
Reddit seems to believe it's the valve issue. So thinking it through, it'd be the valve's too tight. No, we want to measure all this before you plug them in together. What we have here is we have a lead to the lead acid battery and a lead to the sodium battery. If the two are balanced relatively, we can plug them in directly. And because it's not a battery issue, this doesn't have anything to do anything other than to keep up the battery voltage while we do this. So, chaos.
I didn't mean to do. I honestly didn't.
So give me a voltage. We're gonna take a voltage before. So turn so you're not.
Oh yeah, I'm in the way.
Yeah, you're in the way. We're trying to find out what the voltages are before we plug them in together.
12.9.
Okay, that's good.
12.7.
All right, you got the keys?
Yeah.
And we're going to use the relay. What do you know? We should use the relay. Hey, did you know that we should use the relay?
Should be a neutral, should be everything set.
That was gas.
Okay, so
it's the valves.
It's the valves and it being cold. It's a mixture of the two that made it unable to start now.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Okay. There you go. So. Bad news? I forgot to grab your debit card, so I could only get $20 guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
Now, good news.
Yeah?
Okay, you ready for the good news?
Long underwear.
I turned it on.
Wow.
So, I'm getting hungry. I'm going to Buc-ee's. The only thing I was asked to look for is 4 packs of drinks. So, anyways, I'm gonna go get set up. So, today has been cold, as we predicted.
Today, obviously, it was as cold as they were predicting. It wouldn't have been any fun to ride at all.
There are still a couple jaunts we did today, but not too many.
Correct. So we'd stayed here and tried to find a place to hang out or things to do and record, that type of deal. Ended up going to the museum, which was really cool.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's looking at motorcycles and that type of thing, not quite as active as we could have been hoping. We live not too far from Harley Davidson, but also Great America.
Yeah, Great America, yeah.
We've been up there once to kind of watch the motorcycle race.
It was out of curiosity.
Another thing that happened is Matt went to Walmart and he found
Thermal lights. This was on accident. I did not mean to find these.
Ta-da! So I don't know if, there's 2 pair of them for each of us. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to be starting with my thermal underwear.
I don't know how I found them. I'm going completely off. That was not meant to be found.
I now have, and I might just put on both of them. I'm very seriously thinking so that I ain't freezing again. He ain't gonna freeze, not gonna freeze. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either. I'm just gonna improvise.
Something Matt said is he had never been to a Waffle House.
Never have been.
I don't remember ever taking him to a Waffle House. There's a Waffle House like a half mile away. So tomorrow morning we're going to go to have breakfast at Waffle House because it's a FEMA approved site, and he's going to have the FEMA approved breakfast. To make the ride tomorrow, we can't really go to South Carolina without stopping in Georgia. So we're going to ride to Auburn, then ride to Fort Valley, Georgia, stop there for the night, and then go from there to Florence, South Carolina the next day. We have tomorrow planned. We'll go out and have breakfast, come back. It doesn't go over 40 degrees until 10 a.m. So we
leave at 10.
Yeah, it's a 6
We
hour.
should arrive at the place we're staying at if we're gonna, or at the next Buc-ee's at about, I think, 4 is what we meant at. 4:30.
That would be Fort Valley, Georgia.
Not counting any lunch or anything.
So,
but
lunch will be at Auburn, Buc-ee's, and supper, if we have any, is going to be at the Fort Valley Buc-ee's.
By the way, best the burritos at Buc-ee's in order is chicken best, brisket second, and cheesesteak third.
Yes, I have to admit that chicken burrito was really good. I really like brisket, and they do okay.
Brisket second.
But
you will understand me.
But I think I'm going to. That chicken burrito was amazing. Today was an off day, but we had planned it that way, and we rode ahead of schedule just so we get today off because, quite frankly, it was a winter storm Hernando, and the effects of it, even as far south as we are, obviously would have made today absolutely miserable. If everything goes to plan, we'll be in Florida in 3 days. It'll be Fort Valley tomorrow, Florence Wednesday, and St. Augustine.
Yeah, it will be Wednesday.
So we will officially
As you can tell, I am losing track of the days.
Where have we been? What are we doing? Well, officially we've only gotten 8 Buc-ee's done as well. And that would make
54 and more, I think.
Technically that would be like 47 more because there's technically 55.
47. Oh yeah, the Ohio one. Yeah, I'm trying.
Anyway, that's our day today. What day is this?
Day 8?
It's Monday. Yeah, it's day 8.
Yeah, it is day. Okay. It's day
Okay. So, there we are.
Today is day 8. We're moving on to day 9. Yeah.
Either of us. Nope, I think that's it for me too.
I found it's in the same area as this. That means I only grabbed. That's the wrong.
What is this?
That was supposed to be a shirt.
Well, you'll have more shirts when washing gets done.